My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Ultimate Editions, the People's Champion, The Rock. And so here we have the Ultimate Edition Rock posing out of the packaging. Before we have a look at the figure, let's actually take a look at what the Rock comes with. The Rock here does come with 3 different head sculpts. We do get the head sculpt where he has the people's eyebrow. We get a stern expression. And then we do get a yelling expression. Rock also comes with a pair of fists. He comes with a pair of grip hands. He comes with a pair of wide open hands. And then he comes with a pair of hands to just bring it. He also has a microphone which does fit in either of his grip hands. We have a pair of sunglasses that fit on any of his heads, and those do look really nice. He of course does come with his Soft Goods Brahma Bulls t-shirt, which fits the figure wonderfully. And finally we do have the WWE World Heavyweight title, which of course is something we've seen in the past. Mine unfortunately is missing its side plate, but that's not a big deal. I have others. So the Rock here does come with quite a few accessories, which I really do like seeing that in Ultimate Edition figures. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually have a closer look at the People's Champ. And so here we have a closer look at the People's Champ. And you know what? I think this is probably the best vintage Rock that Mattel has ever made. And I'm really glad they waited for the Ultimate Editions line. I know we did get an Elite Rock for a Walmart exclusive, and that was a pretty decent figure. He came with quite a few accessories. I still think this is a much better figure. He comes with a lot more, and I think they nailed the expression on this figure. Hands down, this is probably the best Rock that we've ever gotten from Mattel. If you're really bold, you can actually customize this to be a more modern Rock. All you do is shave off all the hair and make him bald, and then you have a pretty decent modern day Rock. So Mattel has done an excellent job here. So the expression on him is done exceptionally well. The eyebrow on mine did kind of miss the mark on the left side, but the right side has the people's eyebrow just perfect, so I do like that. Again, this was from a time when The Rock actually had hair. Nowadays, not so much, but they did a pretty decent job with his hair. So overall, really liking the likeness to this figure. They did a really good job capturing The Rock here. As far as the rest of the figure goes, I think it's a really good representation of The Rock. During this time, he really wasn't that muscular. He was just pretty much in shape, but he wasn't as vascular and as muscular as he is today. So taking a look back in the history books, this is actually a pretty good representation of how big The Rock was. I do feel like the arms might be a little bit too big, but it still looks good on the figure. You can see the Brahma Bull tattoo is done exceptionally well. Really do like that. This is before he covered it up with a new tattoo, and long before he got his Samoan tattoos right here. So they did a really good job with that. He of course does have his elbow pads, which you can remove them to do the people's elbow, which it is a little bit tricky getting them on and off just because of the double jointed elbow, but you can do it. Rock, of course, never wrestles with wrist tape, especially during this time, so really glad they did omit that. Overall, really like the proportions here on the Rock, and really like the ring gear on it too. He has a silver with the red outline, which is probably one of my favorite attires for the Rock. And then on the back, we do have the black Brahma Bull with the silver outline, and that silver outline does have a red outline, so really do like that. It does stand out really nicely. Having a look at the rest of the figure, it's pretty much an Elite figure from the hips down to the boots. Well, at least the calves here, because everything we have from his hip to about the boot section is an Elite figure. There's nothing different from this Elite, or this Ultimate Edition's Rock to an Elite Rock from the hips down to the ankle. But it does look nice. The knee pads do look really good. They did go with the smaller knee pads, which is what The Rock wore. Then we do have his Samoan style boots, which look really nice. Really do like that. I've always loved The Rock's boots. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe because you don't see boots like this these days, but they've always been appealing to me. And then finally we do get onto his feet, where he does have the Ultimate Edition's feet, where we do have toe hinges. So overall, I really like the way this Rock came out. Really basic, simple attire, but that's pretty much how the Rock was. He wasn't too flashy in terms of appearance. He was really more of a wow in the ring kind of guy, so they did a really good job capturing the likeness here. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually compare him to other figures you may have in your collection. Here we do have the Ultimate Edition's Rock pose next to an Ultimate Edition's Brock Lesnar and a basic Jeff Hardy. And finally, here we have the Ultimate Edition Rock pose next to an Elite CM Punk and Ultimate Edition's Triple H. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to the Rock's articulation. Now, he does have the standard Ultimate Edition's articulation, which we've all come to expect from this line. So let's actually run through it really fast. He does have a ball joint in the head, which does let him look up, and he can look down really nicely. We do get some slight head tilt. We do have left and right rotation, so that works really nice. Arms are on ball hinges. They go all the way around. They go out to the side, no problem. We do have a bicep swivel, which works fine. We do have double bend here at the elbow, but the elbow pad does get in the way. You can kind of force it, but the elbow pad is, of course, going to hinder any mobility right here. We do have a swivel and a hinge at the wrist, and that's the way it is for every hand that the Rock comes with. We do have a mid-torso joint, which goes all the way around. It does go back about that far. Goes forward, something we've expected from the Ultimate Edition line. They don't go too far forward. We do get some slight rotation right there, but most of the rotation does come from the waist right there, which works fine. Legs do kick forward, about there, kick back, out to the side, no problem. Swivel at the thigh. We do have a double bend at the knee, giving us much better than 90 degrees. We do have rotation down here at his, I want to say the bottom of the calf. It's really well hidden in the boot, and it's really stiff on mine. I might have to heat that up again just to get it to work. But he does swivel there. Let's see. Yep, same thing on this side. It is really stiff. His foot does hinge back. Again, another stiff joint, as you can see. It does take quite a little bit of effort to get it to move, but it does go back and forth. And then we do have a slight toe hinge, which it's acceptable. And then we have some slight rocker angle. So overall, pretty decent articulation here on the Rock. It's better than an elite figure, so I do like that. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the Ultimate Edition's Rock pose for my final thoughts, and overall I think Mattel has done an exceptional job with this figure. It seems like as the series goes on, Mattel is doing more and more for the Ultimate Editions line, which I am really happy for. We're getting much more accessories with a lot of these figures, and that's something I've been saying. If you're going to be charging $30 for these figures, at least give us more accessories. It is showing that Mattel is listening because they are getting new and newer accessories, which I'm really happy about. But I'm still not a fan of the $30 price tag. Now, I do have an issue with that, seeing as how other companies are doing far more with less, and Mattel is charging $30 for the Ultimate Editions line, and other companies are giving us the exact same thing for $20. So it is a give and take. I understand what Mattel is trying to do with the Ultimate Editions line. They're trying to make a premium figure, but it still has the same quality as all the other figures, so that's one reason why it's really hard to justify the $30. I understand that they are probably the best versions of each figure that does come out, but $30 per figure, that's kind of steep for a figure like this. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a really nice figure, and if you are a fan of The Rock, you're going to want to have this guy in your collection, but I still feel like the $30 price tag is a little bit steep. Now, unfortunately, if you are looking for the Ultimate Edition's Rock, he is exclusive to Amazon. You might be able to find him secondhand market, but I'm pretty sure secondhand market is already upcharging this guy for $50. So if he's not available on Amazon, just have patience and you will find him for about $30. And I'm pretty sure with the holidays coming up, you might actually luck out and get him cheaper. Once again, I do recommend the Ultimate Edition's Rock. If you're a fan of The Rock or just want a really good Rock in your collection, this is a really solid figure. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other WWE Ultimate Editions videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you'd like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.